Good morning, everybody. It's July 4th. It's our 240th Independence Day. What you're looking at is a mess, and it's a long story, and I'll be doing a video to show you, but let me get down a little bit. But when I got home Saturday night, my neighbors were having their tree trimmed, and she didn't have it done right. It's another story. It's top heavy now. But my phone line got in their way, and the old man ripped it down without calling AT&T. But it escalated when I got home. He actually cut the wire. And then, in fact, I have to go forward in the story a little bit. That's their mess they're hauling away from the locust and the mulberry tree. The stuff you see here is from, and I hate even showing you, my blue spruce, my Norway spruce. As you can see, it's gone. I left the stump. I'm going to carve it into something and make a bench over here. I'm going to put a concrete pad down there and then notch in the wood and make a seat and then possibly carve that into a sunflower. But I cut it down. I hated to. I'm missing all my birds. They're missing the tree. I had 2 sets of cardinals that lived in there. Hairy woodpeckers and black-capped chickadees have been in there for at least 15 years. In fact, just a few minutes ago, the black-capped chickadee and the hairy woodpeckers on this locust tree, I don't know where they went, but they were crawling around, freaking out. I know all my birds are freaking out because my tree's gone. But it got to the point where I ended up having to call the police, and AT&T supposedly is filing charges against them for messing with utility lines. I don't know if you can see. I'll try to. That pole there. See all those lines coming off of it? Okay. Well, my phone line comes off of it, and it comes right over her roof, and that was the big issue. She didn't want it over my roof. So they ripped it down. You can't do that. It's illegal. So I hope, the bill, AT&T done said they will charge them for repairing all the wiring and all that. But I've got a lawyer. Like I said, it's a very long story. I've never had any feuds with my neighbors until this year. And I've been here 32 years. And this is just, it's tearing me up. And I've got a lot of work to do. This is only one little pile on mine. I'll have to show you see my messy house. Oh, this window's all gunked up. I made more piles out here. I got them all different sizes. But normally, I could look out this window, and half of her house, that neighbor's house there, a great lady, Catherine, would be covered up by my Norway spruce, and I could hear my black-capped chickadees in the morning, and it's almost like living out in the country, and it blocked the noise of that right there. Cars. Not only did it block the noise of the cars, it provided me with a crap ton of shade on the southwest part of my house, as did the tree that they ruined. So I'm worried the next couple hot days I don't have AC. I can't afford it. But now my house is going to be extremely hot. But like I said, there's going to be more than one video coming up if you're interested in it. But it's going to be neighbors, feuds, or I don't know what I'm going to call them. But I'm going to explain everything. And yeah, you hear this all the time. I did nothing wrong. I did nothing wrong. I've always been nice to all my neighbors. And it escalated Saturday night after I got off work at 7 o'clock. And it got to the point I'm almost in tears now. But, I mean, it was the holiday weekend. I had to work the next morning, and I got off at 12:30 or 7:30, and I was out in the yard till 12:30. Didn't even have no supper. Got up Sunday morning and went to work with maybe 2 hours of sleep. But I'll tell the whole story eventually. It's just been a crazy week. Water pump and all that went out on my van Tuesday, and all this stuff happened. I rolled one of those logs on my left ankle. So yeah, if you're interested, I'll be having some videos coming up on what happened. And you can go back and look at my Norway spruce from before. I've got it from when I planted it 25 years ago. I've got different stages of its growth. But what you're looking at right now, today, July 4th, Juno spacecraft is about to go into what they call JOI, I believe, Juno Orbital Insertion. And that happens in 12 hours. It's the first spacecraft ever to go as fast as it's going right now. And they've got all the instruments lined with heavy duty titanium for the massive radiation they're getting ready to go through. And they're going to try to make a loop through the atmosphere and come back out with some information. Hopefully it survives. But it happens tonight, people, so you should really pay attention. Let's get current. How do I get back to home? That's what I want. So there's Juno now. Europa, Ganymede, Io. But yeah, people, you should watch this tonight. I should do a separate video, but I doubt if I post this, but I might. I'm sitting there rambling. But it basically started out over neighbor's feud, them cutting my phone line down, my internet line, my broadband line, basically. And you can't just take utilities in your own hand without calling authorities to do that, or alert the neighbor that the possibility that you might be having your service cut down. So I was out with internet for 2 days, which I lived. People said you wouldn't be able to live without the internet for 2 days, but no, I lived. But it's cost me some money. It cost me some emotions, and made it worse between my neighbors. Just my neighbors next door. Everybody else were fine. I've been here 32 years. So anyways, go to NASA Jet Propulsion Laboratory if you want to follow Juno in real time. Because in 12 hours it's going to insert and it's going to be live. We're going to try to get some information from there. Here's a cinematic view. Of course, this is animated, but this is the Juno aircraft. Spacecraft, not aircraft. Alright, happy Independence Day, everybody. And we'll talk to you later. Truth, peace, freedom, and love to all. SS Art 98 out.